Today we will see how to create a simple configuration file to access the team workload sample and work with the packages that is being defined inside our team workload. Now we need to install MapleMBSE editor. To install MapleMBSE editor, we need to install Eclipse first. This is because MapleMBSE editor works with Eclipse environment. So to install Eclipse, search in Google for Eclipse download, click on the first link. So based on the bit version of your OS, download Eclipse installer. So I have the Eclipse installer here, double click on it, run. So select the first one by default, click install. So accept the license agreements. So continue with the on-screen instructions. So we have installed Eclipse. Click on launch to open Eclipse, and by default it's going to ask a path for where it can save the workspace. Select the appropriate path, click on launch. So here we have Eclipse. Now we'll install MapleMBSE editor. Click on help, install new software, click on add to add a new software, and point it to the location by clicking on archive and select the MapleMBSE editor. Click on open and add. So now you will see the available editor. Select them, click on next, accept the terms and click finish. So on the bottom right you will be able to see installation status. Click install anyway to continue with installing, and click on restart to complete the changes. So here we have our MBSE editor installed. So initially let's create a general project. To create a first project, click on file, new, project. So under general, select project and click next. Provide a name. Let's call it MapleMBSE and click on finish. So there we have a new package that we created now. To add a file to it, right click on it, select new and file. So provide a file name, let's call it sample, and it should be with extension MSE. So when we provide an MSE extension, it will automatically detect if it's an XText project by the MBSE editor that we installed. Click on yes. So now we have the editor being enabled, and before we can continue editing, let us import default files from MapleMBSE. Let's add the existing examples from MapleMBSE installation to our MapleMBSE package here. So let me select the different examples, paste it here, copy files, click on OK. So you'll be able to see the files here. Similarly, I'll also grab the ones from application, click on the MapleMBSE files, drag them back again to the folder, copy files, click OK. So there we have it. So now we have added our project back to the civil. So let's create our first MSE file. So I have opened team workload sample. Let's copy the import ecore. So the import ecore is going to remain same for all Magic Draw product. So here we want to work with Magic Draw UML 2.5. So we are importing it, and then we are importing MapleSoft Eco. We are calling it as MSE to be further used in this. And so once we have imported the Eco, we need to specify the model that we are going to work with and the data source. So the data source is by which we are going to say MapleMBSE which kind of model elements that you want to query with. So data source. So it's always going to start with root model. So that we have provided our first data source. Say inside the data source root, I want to query package. Let's call this to be pkg root / you have to get the package elements. So these are package element package. So here we are querying the packages inside my model. So we have defined the data source that's going to grab all the packages. So once we have defined the data source to get the packages, we need to specify a sync table schema. A sync table schema is where we are going to define what values, attributes, or what kind of information that you want from the data source. So here our data source is pointing to package. So say now I want to grab information about the package name and the package visibility. So I'll create a sync table schema to do that. So sync table schema, let me call it as package schema. So let's get the package dimension. So here I'm querying the package and I want to get the name of the package. There. So here everything needs to be a key column. For each dimension there should be at least one key column that we define, and this is going to be uniquely identifying the elements in the model. So here I'm providing name to be my key column with which I want to identify the package, and say if I also want to get visibility of my package, I'll say column as package visibility. There. So we are accessing the visibility of package and the pack. We have defined our very simple sync table schema to get package name. Using this we can create package, provide new visibility to the packages too. Okay. And now I need to instantiate the sync table. So here is where I am going to link my schema with my data source. So I need to say, okay, in this specific data source, get the package name and visibility. So let's create this schema to be package schema. So this is going to be user defined name package schema, and the actual sync table schema is this. So here we are defining a user defined name for sync table instantiation, and here is the package schema. Say I want to call this package. So this is nothing but the data source we provided. So we are saying that to this package schema give this data source, and we are saying by user defined like package schema. So this is the instantiation of this sync table schema. So now we have defined the sync table. We need to specify now how we want to create a template in Excel, where we want to create it, and this is what we are going to define here. So let's create a worksheet template. Yeah. Let's call this package table. There. And for this template, I want package schema. So here I am saying that this worksheet template is specific to the package schema we created. And say I want to create it as a vertical table. So here I am actually specifying that I need a vertical table and at 4th row 5th column, and what are the parameters that I'm going to display here inside the template. So we have created a name. So it's a key field, package name. So this is based on the information that we created in the schema. So here we have key field because this is a key column. So the next one is a basic column. So we can start with field. So it's field package visibility. There. So we have defined our very first worksheet template for our package, which is going to display the name and visibility in the next column starting from the 4th row and 5th column. Okay. So workbook is where we are going to instantiate the worksheets. So I can have different templates of my sync table schemas. I can have many templates, provide different data sources, etc. Workbook is what that is going to control what is going to be displayed on my Excel sheet. Say it's going to be worksheet. So I need to provide the worksheet to be package template. So in this case we are having template name as package table. So the worksheet package table and the schema is package schema. There. So we are going to create a workbook with one single worksheet with package table, and this package table is going to have name and visibility of the package. So let me save this to the model. So we have saved these sample template. So let us launch the template. So now we are going to open our team workload model, select the sample we created, open. So now MapleMBSE is going to open the template we just created. And in Magic Draw we have it opened here. So there MapleMBSE is connecting. So here we are providing a server name, username, password, and here selecting team workload sample, click on OK. So now MapleMBSE is going to grab the packages and display it to us. So here you see that we have the base package, new package, requirement structure, use case, and the same one is being displayed here. There. Okay, say if I want to create a new package for having requirements performances. There we created a new performance requirement, and say I want to this to be private. There. So we have created a new package with name, performance requirement, visibility to be private. Say if I do a single click, and let's reload the model. So here by doing a single click in MapleMBSE we are creating a local save. So the changes that you make are still going to be there, and here are the package name that's actually existing in the model. So this is a new package that we have created, but it has not been saved or committed to the team workload server. To actually commit our changes to the team workload server, double click on save button. You will see a pop-up dialog box, commit to team workload server. Say I'm going to say as new package. There. Click OK. So now we have actually saved our changes to team workload. So to see that in Magic Draw, click on collaborate, update project. So now you can see the new packages that we have created as package requirement. Here we have see the performance requirement that we created, and if I get to the specification you can see the visibility to be private. If you're not able to see it, make sure that in properties you have selected all, so you are seeing the visibility to be private. Say here in Magic Draw I want to make some change, or the person who's using Magic Draw has to make changes, and he has changed this visibility to public. Okay, so here there. So now I have changed the visibility and commit my changes to server. If I open back MapleMBSE, and to see the latest change I need to reload my model. There we see that it has been updated to the public. So we can continue working with the new changes. And now let's create a Excel template so that next time we open, we can identify what each column is. Say here I'm going to say this as package name and this to be package visibility. So we have provided a customization, and say if we want to add filter, data filter, so based on which if there are many list of packages, we can use Excel for filtering to identify it. Okay, there. Say to save this template, I need to click on add-ins, MapleMBSE, export to Excel file. So let's call this as sample and make sure the name of this Excel import is also same as our MSE file. So now we have saved it, close. Now let me open and clean the template. So this is the sample. Let's clean template, I've deleted. So there, so now we have a very plain template, package name. Let me save this. I'll close it now. So next time we want to launch MapleMBSE, click on open demo cloud, sample, open. There we are going to see that MapleMBSE is going to pick up the same template that we created before. So here we see that MapleMBSE picks up the template that we defined with the Excel functionalities. So there. So we saw how we can install MapleMBSE, create our first sample MSE file.